5 mindfulness practices that will change your everyday life. Your alarm goes off. Before your feet even touch the floor, your mind is already off to the races. It's sprinting through your to-do list, replaying that weird conversation from yesterday, and already stressing about a meeting tomorrow. You grab your phone, and a tidal wave of notifications, emails, headlines, social media updates crashes into your brain. You rush through your morning, you rush through your commute, you rush through lunch, always thinking 3 steps ahead. Sound familiar? That feeling of being on a treadmill that's cranked up just a little too fast, and you can't for the life of you find the stop button. Well, what if I told you that you could find that stop button, not for an hour, or even 30 minutes, but for moments? What if you could find pockets of calm, clarity, and focus right in the middle of all that chaos? And what if you could do it without cramming another overwhelming task into your day? Today, I'm going to share 5 simple, powerful mindfulness practices you can weave into your busiest days. This isn't about some radical life overhaul. It's about fundamentally changing your experience of your everyday life, one moment at a time. So, what even is this buzzword, mindfulness? Really, it's just the basic human ability to be fully present. It's about paying attention to what's happening right now, on purpose, without judging it. It's noticing your thoughts, your feelings, your body, and the world around you, as they are not as you wish they would be. Now, let's get the biggest misconception out of the way, right up front. Mindfulness is not about emptying your mind or stopping your thoughts. Honestly, that's impossible. Your brain is a thought factory. That's its job. Trying to shut it down just leads to frustration. Mindfulness isn't about closing the factory. It's about changing your relationship with it. It's learning to sit in the control room and just observe the thoughts as they roll by, without getting carried away by every single one. And this isn't just some fluffy idea. It's backed by a ton of scientific research. Studies show that a consistent mindfulness practice can actually change the physical structure of your brain. It can help calm your body's stress response, reduce anxiety, and sharpen your focus. In fact, one landmark study found that for some people, a guided mindfulness program was just as effective as a leading antidepressant in easing anxiety symptoms. Other research points to better sleep, a stronger immune system, and even the motivation to build other healthy habits. So, ready to see how you can tap into these benefits? Let's start with the first and most foundational practice. Practice 1. The anchor of your breath. If you only take one thing from this entire video, let it be this. Your breath is your superpower. It is the ultimate anchor to the present moment, and it's with you 24/7. No matter where you are or what you're doing, most of us go through our days taking short, shallow breaths, living in a low-grade state of stress without even realizing it. This practice is about consciously using your breath to calm your entire nervous system. Here's how you do it, and you can try it right now as you're watching. First, just get comfortable. You can be in a chair, standing in line at the store, wherever. If it feels right for you, gently close your eyes. Second, bring your attention to your breath. Don't try to change it, just notice it. Notice the feeling of the air coming in through your nose. Notice your chest or belly rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. Just hang out with that physical sensation for a few breaths. Third, and this is where the magic happens, your mind will wander. It will drift to your grocery list, to a work email, to what that person said earlier. That's a guarantee. The moment you notice your mind has wandered, that is the moment of mindfulness. Your only job is to gently, and without any judgment, guide your attention back to the breath. Every time you do this little act of noticing and kindly redirecting you, redoing a rep for your mindfulness muscle. You don't need an hour. Just try it for 60 seconds. When you feel stress creeping in or your thoughts are spiraling, take 1 minute to anchor yourself. It's a reset button that can pull you out of the storm in your head and into the quiet center of right now. Practice 2. Reconnecting with your physical self. How often do you actually check in with your body? Most of us live from the neck up, almost completely disconnected from the very thing carrying us through life. We ignore the quiet signals our body sends until they have to scream for attention as headaches, back pain, or total burnout. The body scan is a way to intentionally reconnect your mind and body. This is a great one to do when you have a bit more time, like right before you fall asleep or during a lunch break. Start by lying down, or just sit comfortably in a chair. Close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths to settle in. Then, bring your focus all the way down to the tips of your toes. Without wiggling them, just notice what's there. Warmth, cold, tingling, the pressure of your socks. There's no right answer. You're just noticing, slowly, like a gentle spotlight. Move your awareness up your body, to your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees. Just observing whatever sensations you find without needing to change them. Move your attention up through your thighs, your hips, and into your stomach. Notice it gently rising and falling with your breath. Bring your awareness to your hands, up your arms, and pay special attention to your shoulders and neck places, where so many of us carry a ton of tension. Finally, bring that awareness to your face, your jaw, your cheeks, the muscles around your eyes, your forehead. The goal isn't to fix anything, it's just to be aware. Often, the simple act of bringing gentle, non-judgmental attention to a tense spot is enough to help it start to release on its own. This practice is fantastic for letting go of stored-up physical stress and can seriously improve your sleep. Practice 3. Grounding in the present, okay? But what about when you're in a stressful meeting, or you feel that wave of anxiety hit in a crowded supermarket? You can't exactly lie down for a body scan. This is where the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method comes in. It's a powerful, sneaky, and incredibly fast way to pull yourself out of an overwhelming thought spiral and plant your feet firmly in the present. Anxiety usually lives in the future, in the what-ifs. This exercise forces your brain to focus on the immediate, tangible reality of right now, using your senses. Here's how it works. Wherever you are, just pause and silently do this. First, notice 5 things you can see. Look for little details. I see the light glinting off my screen. I see the blue ink in this pen. I see the pattern on the carpet. I see a scuff on my shoe. I see the green leaf on that plant. Next, notice 4 things you can feel. I feel the firmness of the chair I'm sitting on. I feel the texture of my shirt. I feel the smooth, cool surface of my desk. I feel a slight breeze from the vent. Then, notice 3 things you can hear. Listen for sounds you usually tune out. I can hear the hum of the computer. I can hear the distant traffic. I can hear the sound of my own breathing. Next, notice 2 things you can smell. This one can be tricky, but give it a shot. I can smell the faint scent of coffee. I can smell the soap on my hands. Finally, notice 1 thing you can taste. I can taste the lingering flavor of the gum I was chewing. By the time you get to 1, you'll probably feel a real shift. Your breathing might have slowed down, and the volume on your anxious thoughts will have been turned down. It's like an emergency brake for an overwhelmed mind, because you can't be lost in your thoughts and intensely focused on your senses at the same time. Practice 4. Turning routine into ritual. Now for the objection. I hear all the time, I just do. You won't have time for this. This next practice is the perfect answer. It's not about finding more time. It's about transforming the time you're already using. The idea is to turn a mindless routine into a mindful ritual. Think about how many things you do on autopilot every day. Brushing your teeth, making coffee, walking to your car. Your body is there, but your mind is a million miles away. This practice is about bringing your full attention to just one of those activities. Let's use your morning coffee or tea as an example. Tomorrow, instead of scrolling on your phone while you drink it, try this. First, just hold the warm mug, feel its weight and warmth. Bring it up to your nose and really take in the aroma. Then, take that first sip, and as the liquid fills your mouth, just notice the taste and the temperature. Pay attention to the feeling of swallowing. Just for a moment, engage all your senses. You can do this with anything. When you're washing the dishes, feel the warm water and the slippery soap bubbles on your hands. When you're walking to your car, feel your feet hitting the pavement. Notice the rhythm of your steps and the air on your skin. By doing this, you're sprinkling little moments of mindfulness throughout your day. You're breaking the autopilot cycle. It shows that mindfulness isn't just something you do on a cushion. It's a way of bringing a richer quality of attention to your entire life. Practice 5. Shifting your focus with gratitude. Our last practice helps shift our attention from just observing the present to actively shaping how we see it. Our brains have a built-in negativity bias. For survival, we're wired to scan for threats, problems, and what's going wrong. Gratitude is the conscious act of pushing back against that default setting. It's not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring life's real challenges. It's about intentionally giving airtime to what's good, what's working, and what you appreciate. The practice itself is incredibly simple. Every day, maybe before bed or first thing in the morning, take 1 minute to name 3 specific things you're grateful for. Specificity is key here. Don't just say, "I'm grateful for my family." Go deeper. "I'm grateful for the way my partner really listened to me talk about my day." Instead of, "I'm grateful for my health," try, "I'm grateful I had the energy for a walk this afternoon." You can write them down, which is powerful, or just think them in your head. As you bring each one to mind, really try to connect with the feeling of gratitude. Let it sink in. Doing this over time can actually help retrain your brain. It starts to build new neural pathways, making your brain better at automatically noticing the positives. It's a profoundly effective way to boost your mood, build resilience, and shift your whole outlook from one of stress to one of appreciation. So, there you have it. 5 simple, practical ways to bring mindfulness into your life. Using your breath as an anchor, checking in with your body, grounding yourself with your senses, turning routines into rituals, and practicing gratitude. The most important thing to remember is that mindfulness is a skill, like learning an instrument or working out. You wouldn't expect to play a symphony after one piano lesson, and you won't reach a state of permanent zen after 1 minute of breathing. The key is consistency, not how long you do it. Be patient with yourself. The goal isn't perfection. It's the simple, kind act of coming back to the present moment, again and again. You don't need to find more time in your day to change your life. You just need to find more life in the time you already have. I would genuinely love to hear from you. Which of these 5 practices clicked with you the most? Which one are you thinking of trying first? Drop a comment below and let me know. Your experience might just be the thing that inspires someone else to start their own journey. And finally, if you found this guide helpful and you want more practical tools for a calmer, more focused life, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thank you so much for being here today.